Hey YouTube, what's going on? Thanks for stopping by. Today I'm going to address a very sensitive topic. It involves where a person decides for whatever reason, because there is no rationale, there is no purpose, there is no path, so the only option left is to consider or actually self-delete. As in the case of Regina King's son, Alexander, who deleted himself on the 26th birthday this year, and you have Peter Robbins, the voice actor. And even as of recently, Kevin Gates, the rapper, he contemplated it. Now, the reasons for persons to consider it will vary, but at the end of the day, it always stems from internal issues that are going on within our minds, in our heart, in our lives. The thing is, there is always an option, folks. You know, we can always find a therapist, or if you can't find someone that you can afford or whatever, speak to a stranger and learn to vent and express yourself. Because if you don't let it go, I'm telling you, it's going to eat you alive, pretty much. And I'll say this, that for men, it can be very, very tough. And it can be tough for various factors. Maybe it's the environment, your family issues, there's no leadership, you're living with a single parent, you're poor, whatever. You're rich, I know it is inherited, you just lost your job. It all varies. But how you deal with it is what will matter. Now, let's use the rapper Kevin Gates, for example. How did he deal with his issues? You'll explain it for a few clips and I'll react to it.
Rocking them. I did her birthday in Cabo, in Mexico. I did all of that. I made sure that she had the best birthday ever. I was just holding. I knew that was my last time seeing her.
This was this past December?
Not this December, but the December before that. This December marked the anniversary of that.
Gotcha.
What sparked that though?
I wasn't happy. The world was already beat. The world, as men, especially as a provider, a lot of men don't speak about this, but a lot of men suffer in silence also.
Right.
When you a provider and you a real provider, but you already unhappy and you not feeling like you being celebrated in a proper manner. Like when I was in the streets, I used to hate going home because I feel like it's cool, but I ain't welcome though. Cause it don't feel embracing when I go home. It's like y'all act like this is what I'm supposed to be doing.
Thanks.
And a lot of men suffer from that and not knowing that it's okay to have your man cave. You have to go in your solitude and have your time for yourself in order for you to release. Cause we so busy being tough and harboring all these resentment and emotions and all the shit we deal with. You know what I'm saying? To where it's just that pressure was on top of my head. I was like, man, I quit.
Let's unpack this. What Kevin said isn't exclusive to persons like him. This is for every typical good guy, not the worthless one that goes out and comes in, protects and provides for the woman, family, or all the persons he cares about that depends on him. But there is sometimes this feeling that even though you come home to these individuals, irrespective of how you earn the money, okay, it could be illegal, you don't feel as if it's of value. The reciprocation just feels like you're a machine. You're supposed to do it. That's it. Get on with it. And many men will suffer in silence because, hey, men on average by nature aren't going to express their emotions so much until it breaks. And I'll say, men, you need to, like you said, get a man cave, go somewhere in solitude and decompress. It does help. Or find someone or friends, whoever you can find to hang with and talk. Okay? Do something. Have a hobby.
I was at the gym. Once we got back to California, I was telling Issa, I love you, baby. I made up for every birthday. That was the last post I made. Then I had disconnected my Instagram. That was my last tweet I made. That's crazy I'm even speaking about this. I don't even know why. God must have put it on my heart. So then after that, I went to the gym and I worked out good and I put all my jewelry on.
This is interesting. Social media is very much a mechanism utilized to send a very ominous message by persons that contemplate and have had self-delete. Look at Ian Alexander. He said this: you know that episode of SpongeBob where they go inside his brain and it's a bunch of mini SpongeBobs just losing their ish? Yeah, that one really hits home. Even with Kevin Gates, I think his last tweet was, "To my family and friends, forget not my teachings. I love you all. It's over with." So people will leave some level of your thoughts, some trigger, something to can stop them. If you see this, I'll say utilize it. Okay?
Show you how God worked through people. I'm walking out the gym. White boy walked up on me, kind of big. I see him in there like, he like, man, your music the only thing make this crazy world make sense. I was like, man, the world's a cruel place, man. Trust me, I know. I'm laughing, but I know what I'm about to go do.
Yeah.
So he was like, man, I was worried about you because you had disconnected your Instagram and your Twitter. Like the world needs you because, man, it's like your music done kept me from committing suicide so many times. I say, listen, I swear to God, right now, I'm about to go push my shit out. Right now. I say, you the only one I'm telling. Man, you know what that
That's crazy.
He cried and he grabbed me. He say, if you do that, so many people gonna take their own life. Cause you all we got. That's what he told me.
Wow.
He said, your music is the only thing that make this crazy world make sense. He cried. And you know what I told him? Let's show you how God worked through people, because God know I don't bluff.
Now, Kevin Gates just revealed something. If all fails, therapy, having friends, you do your reckless stuff, try to cope with it, drink, whatever, there's always the last source, a higher power. You don't have to be religious, but at the very least, irrespective of that, Kevin Gates' life does not reflect God's standards, what he expects of him. He just acknowledged that he's human and there is a God, and that I can go to him. And he utilized what? Some dude to bring to light, hey, there is a way.
Now, I ain't trying to be holy or nothing like that, but I just come up real spiritual. Like, I'm gonna talk to my creator. Long story short, I gave it 3 days. I said, I'm gonna give it 3 days. And sure enough, like, through that course of events, when I disconnect my Instagram and stop making comparisons to my life and other people's highlight film, and just start living for me, like really appreciating the good things about myself. When you love what you have all that you need, and just start back just really engaging with myself and the world, and stop comparing my life to what I should have, and be thankful for what I do have. Because when we was walking, we was just happy to have a car. Now we want a Rolls Royce. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's how that shit
You know, you was just happy to have a car. Now you just,
suffice to say, guys, between both Ian Alexander and Kevin Gates and many other people that have contemplated suicide, you know, social media can be used as like any other tool. It could be a car, it could be a book, even your own lips. It can be used for good and evil. It all depends on the purpose, your mental fortitude of, you know, how you use it, how you receive it, and not let it become the be all and every of pretty much everything. You're so glued to it, it's almost like an idol. And next thing is this: when all other methods seem insignificant, unsuccessful, inefficient, there's always a higher source. I implore you to try it at least once. In the case, guys, I hope that this can be a message of upliftment for persons who are considering it. As you know, there's always an avenue, there's always a path out of it. It's kind of selfish, pretty much, to do that, because your loved ones, people actually love you, believe it or not. But that's my 2 cents. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Until then, peace.